Hey, it's Guard here, and today I just wanted to talk a brief amount about safety, personal safety when RVing. It's really up to you to protect yourself, because you might be in a campground, you might be at a Walmart, a Cracker Barrel, you might be out in the middle of a national forest somewhere. So it's really up to you to look out for yourself. I'm not talking about weapons or anything like that. I'm just talking about general safety. And one of the things is, like, wherever you park, make sure that you can leave there in a hurry. Don't be backed into a spot or pulled into a spot that you have to back out and maneuver around some trees, because in the dark you might need to leave quickly, and it's good to be able just to start your engine and drive. And speaking of that, I have a set of keys here for the van, and I always keep them whenever I come in the van. I put them in the same location. And when I walk out of the van, I take them with me. So the way I do that is I have a hook up here on the front by my stove. So when I'm in the van, at night especially, all I have to do is jump out of the bed and run up here. I know where the keys are because that's where they are. They're always in that same spot. I can run up front, grab the keys, go to the driver's seat, start the engine, and drive off. And that also is another point, is don't have your driver's seat where you can't drive off. I like to have my driver's seat facing forward, in the back location if possible, and empty. I can put other stuff on the passenger seat, but I don't want to run up there and move boxes and chairs and just to drive. So that's a very important thing. The next thing is having an escape plan. Okay, you know how to unlock your door, especially on a Coach and Beyond. If you don't have the remote, all you have to do is pull up on this little button right here. You pull that up and you open the door. So that's getting out that way. Getting out of the back doors is an issue, because the couch is here. If you have a 22D with the dinette, or if you have a rear bath, different story. But let's just say we're going to make this into a bed, and I'll show you what I'm talking about here. Okay, in this situation, let's say it's middle of the night, you're sleeping and you want to get out. If you're laying in the bed, the door, you unlock it here, but you have to reach down and grab this door lock. I'll go outside and I'll show it to you in a second, but you have to learn by feel where to put your hand down here and open this door up. And it's doable, but it takes practice. There's a little ring down here, push it down and you open the door. And we'll go outside and I'll show you that. So come on, let's go outside. Alright, so now this is the door open. You can see what I'm talking about. Your lock, you just lift this up, you reach down here, there's a hole right here, and there's this D-shaped thing. You push that down, and that opens the door. So you can reach your arm down, maybe get your thumb in there, push that down, push the door open. It's really a good practice to do this, so that you know how to do it. A lot of people, they recommend you do fire drills. Everybody's heard of fire drills. And in a fire drill, you pretend like you're having a fire and you have to escape. In an RV, you only have seconds to get out. I mean, you want to get out quick. You don't want to be fumbling, so you want to know how to do this. So like I said, practice this. Lay in the bed, reach your hand down there, find this little thing right here, push it down, open the door, and then get out. Just don't even open the door and get out, because getting out, you're going to have an issue here of the bed to the ground. That's a big jump. So you'll need to practice getting out, stepping on here, stepping down. It's not that hard. So let's go back inside. Okay. So let's say you're laying in bed and there's a fire. Your smoke alarm's going to go off. Your wife's going to be screaming fire. The husband's going to be screaming fire. Let everybody know there's a fire. You jump, you sit up, you grab this thing like this, reach down here, push the door open. At that point, you can sling this door open too. Turn around and get out of the van. It's not that hard, but practice that. It could save your life. And also, be aware of where your fire extinguishers are. And here's one right here. You pull this off, you lift the handle, you pull the pin, spray your fire extinguisher. So there's one there. And then up front, not up front, while you're sleeping in the back, I haven't got a real good spot to mount this yet because in my other van I had cup holders that I could have down. So this is a nice little fire extinguisher. I just keep it in the sink, or I can put it up here. I might knock it over in the middle of the night, so when we're not cooking, I can put it here. And that's one of the beauties of having a van too, is having the big back doors. Ventilation and a way of getting out. And like I said, with the seat up like this, it would make it pretty hard to get out. You'd have to reach down, and I can't even reach that, so it's impossible. One of the great features of the Coach and Beyond is the Truma Combi. Excellent furnace for making hot water and coach heat. But it gets hot. And let me tell you what I'm talking about. When I first spent our first night in the RV in the winter, when we had the heat on, I was miserable. Because when I sleep, I don't go all the way up here. I like my feet hanging off the edge of the bed. So my feet were down here, okay? And let me just show you let me show you what's going on here. The furnace comes out right here. And
what?
240 degrees right there. 240 degrees. That air is coming out of there right now.
Yeah, try
you can
doing something at the sink without burning your legs. It's
okay.
Pretty hot.
And so if you put something there like this flashlight, the flashlight's 70 degrees, but the furnace 200 degrees. Okay, that's hot. So let me go ahead and raise the seat back up. Okay, so this one right here, right now it's doing 212, it's anywhere from 170 to 212. Okay, back here there's one on the floor, 150, 190, 200. It's pretty hot. That's all I can say. It's hot. And I'm going to go ahead and turn the furnace off now because I don't need it on right now. It's getting warm in here. So we're just going to turn this off. I had it on 74 just to have the heat on too.
What do we usually set it on when we're camping?
I usually have it on 60.
61.
Or 61.
Or 62. Makes a difference. 61, 62 is great.
Yeah, so
it's only a number.
It's only a number. Okay. So, back to another point of this part of the video is these little vents, you can rotate them. And the one up here was first rotated to blow air up. And it was blowing it right on my foot. And it was hot. So now it blows down. This one back here, it was blowing toward the panel here. And I rotated it so it blows the air out this way. So it's not on the floor. But don't store anything right back here that you don't want getting hot. My wife had a shoe shrink on her, a rubber shoe, like what do you call those shoes?
They were Birkenstocks. They were the rubber Birkenstocks.
Rubber Birkenstock.
And it got in this shape, and so that I couldn't wear it any longer.
Had to throw it away.
I learned my lesson not to
store
anything near the heating vents. That's one of the things I do every night is make sure if we're gonna run the heat, I check every place. There's back here,
there,
and also right here.
Yeah. So we keep those areas clear when you're running the heat. If it's not heat season, if you're air conditioning, you can put stuff back here on the floor, but if the heat's on, don't store anything right there. Simple. And also, like our bed, when I pull our bed forward, because of our cover, it drapes right down there. So if the furnace is running, I'll take this and we fold this up like this, and then we lay the bed down and there's nothing hanging there, because we use bed rolls with a mattress too. So thinking of my safety points that I was wanting to make sure you have a good fire escape. Also, in case of an accident or something. I mean, it's hard to get out that door if the bed's up like this. But if the bed's down and you need to get out, there's a way of getting out right there. So remember your fire escape, how to unlock the door, reach down, push that thing down, sling the door open, turn around, crawl out. Have fire extinguishers. Don't have anything around this furnace vents because it gets really hot. Yeah, and on the front door here, your slider, remember you can pull this up and just pull the door open. You don't need your key or nothing. You can do that. But always take a key with you when you go out because you can get locked out. Another thing is when you're camping or parked overnight or wherever you are, when you're ready to go to sleep or just settling in, after you've made sure you've parked in a good spot, make sure your doors are locked. It's real simple. Every night before I go to bed, I just take my remote and I know it. If it makes that noise, that loud noise, I know that it wasn't locked. So get in the habit of locking your doors and have your blinds down. It's a good thing to keep private. Don't disclose to everybody that there's somebody in a van. We do that. Let's see, what else is there? Oh yeah, I talked about the seats. Make sure your seats, that you can access your seat. And have your key in that one spot. You always know where your key is. And that's pretty much a good start of your personal safety. Continuing on with that, make sure you have a way of communicating with somebody. Your cell phone works, because you might be in a spot where there's no cell phone coverage. So you can always tell your friends or your family member, give them like a itinerary where you're going to be. You might say that we're going to be in the Yellowstone area for the week. So at least they know where you are. I mean, they might not know exactly where you are, but they know where you are generally located. It's nice to just let people know, your family especially. And if you got any other questions, like I said, I'm not talking about any weapons or anything like that, because that's a whole different issue. This is just safety in your van. Fire. Oh yeah, check your remotes here, your sensors, your fire. Yeah, every month do your little test and make sure they work. And I added a couple of extra. I have 2 of these in my van also. These are smoke detectors. So I have that. I have an extra carbon monoxide detector here. I had it mounted. I took it off. I had to put a battery in it. I got to put it back down. Okay, so test your smoke detector, your carbon monoxide detector on a regular basis. Change the batteries when you need to. And Deb's got another good point here.
When you're driving, don't be well. This, I'm sure of course the driver will be guilty of this, but passengers, don't get up and move around the van.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have some friends that rented an RV, and there were 8 of them in a Class C. Bless their hearts. And after the fact, they told me that they had gotten up and made tacos while they were driving. And once they got home, they realized just how unsafe they had been. So they were novice RVers. And there was a group of them making tacos. But then again, I think, where did 8 people sit safely in a Class C?
Yeah, really.
So just be careful.
Yeah.
Stay seated. Stay seat belted in.
And have plenty of flashlights too. I got flashlights all over the place. You know what I mean? Yeah. A flashlight comes in handy. You need to get out. Flashlight there. I got a flashlight there. I probably have. I empty that drawer out, but I keep flashlights in there. So yeah, drive down the road. I say, hey Debs, kind of take it a little bit easy. I'm trying to make a souffle up here. So yeah, Yeah, well, definitely you're driving. Don't be walking around inside the RV, passengers wise. Stay seated, seatbelted in. If you want a drink or something, pull over. That's what makes a nice Class B. You can pull over anywhere you want. You can pull over on the side of the road. You can, if you have to, you can pull into somebody's driveway if you had to. Don't recommend it, but you know, businesses, parking lots, rest areas. Pull in, do your cooking, getting your drinks, popping the popcorn, whatever. Get back in, buckle up, and drive off. So that's a very good, important safety tip there. Thanks, Deb.
Another one that I like is actually not just safety, but it's convenience for me, is Gardner added a little keypad, little touchpad to lock and unlock the doors. And it's really great for getting in and out of the van when I don't have a key, because he usually keeps the keys.
Yeah. That was.
And then I don't worry as much about locking ourselves out. I guess the only problem would be is the day that battery dies, but maybe it will chirp and let us know that it's about to die, or we could just keep replacing the battery.
Yeah.
It can't be replaced. Is that what you're telling me?
Just toss it when it's dead. It should last for a year.
Okay, well, and up until the day that it's worn out, I'll be able to get in the van, and that day we'll see what we'll call the locksmith then. Or maybe Guard will have his key with him.
Yeah.
He probably will.
All right, well, that's just my little safety tips for today. Go out, have fun, see America. It's a great place. Just be safe and enjoy yourself. If you got any questions, leave a comment. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up. It really helps my ratings. And if you got any ideas for anything you need a video of, or if you need any advice or anything, I might know the answer. If I don't, I can I'll search for it and I'll get it to you. So thanks again. And were you getting ready to say something?
I was just going to say, if the viewers have any other safety tips to share with everybody, please post them.
Yeah, I love hearing everybody else's tips too. I mean, it's just, that's the one thing great about the RV community is we all pitch in, we all support each other, we all have a great time. So thanks for watching. Hit the road, see America. It's a wonderful place to visit. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.